Hello, it is Dr. Calico, and today we are going to be developing some more Neon Defense. We've done quite a lot here. I did stream this the last time, but microphone was muted. Whoops. But yeah, we are definitely working on stuff off camera. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, things are actually working now. Yeah, we actually have bots killing bugs. So yeah, we've earned 10 credits from doing that. Now let's see here. Yeah, we need to do the tutorial here. Yeah, let's do the tutorial. And oh yeah, fallback button. Fallback. Okay. Yeah. Variables. We're just gonna rename this to camera teleport. And then the variables. Uh, Label. Text. Yeah, we're just gonna use this repeatedly. Yeah. Then what we're going to do? Camera teleport. Change the label to uh. Whoops. Camera teleport. Label. Wait, hang on a moment. Yeah, okay, good. And then select the instance on the scene, label. Yep. Manually change that to play. Okay, that works. But you know what? I'm not happy with these buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another layer. Yeah, and then I'm going to move this all the way down, base layer, uh, buttons, because this effect is rather ugly and I don't like it on the buttons. So we're going to delete every single effect ever. And then tutorial button, select instances on scene, base layer, buttons, and then continue button, select instances, buttons, select instances, buttons. Okay, honestly, I think that looks much better. Yeah, now we can get rid of that ugly glow on uh, stuff that you're just supposed to press. Plus, it does look like it's not part of the game world anyway, so that's good. Yeah, that looks good. And then what we want to do is main menu. Yeah, that works. So actually, hang on, camera teleport. Select this instance on the scene. And also, we should also fade out the camera teleport while the tutorial's going on as well. Yeah, so tutorial button is pressed. What we need to do is, no wait, do I have a tween set up? Camera teleport. Okay, I do have a tween set up. So what we need to do here is uh, tutorial button. No wait, it's actually up here. Camera teleport. We're going to tween it. Tween the opacity. and disable interactions. Fade out to opacity 0. Duration in seconds is 1 with ease in out quadratic. I think the last thing we need to do is we're just going to copy this and then paste it here. Yep, button SFM of camera teleport is disabled. So now, if I play the tutorial, okay, that's the thing that I need to test. It works. Yeah, and then what we need to do here is select instances on the scene. The camera teleport Y. Okay, so 1920 by 1080. 1080 divided by 2 equals 540. So if I set this to 0, nothing will happen. No, wait, I don't even have the code for the button yet. Yeah, we're just gonna add in a new uh, event group called main menu. Then camera teleport button is pressed. Then we're gonna add trigger once. Trigger once while this is true. What it will do is it will teleport the camera, which is in other actions. No, that doesn't work. Oh wait, this is really bad. I have to move the camera for like every object, don't I? This is bad. Okay, so value is going to be uh huh, camera teleport. eh, Get camera teleport X. Then camera teleport Y for the Y position as well. That breaks things. Hmm. So yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, I think what happened is it just teleported down, and then it teleported to the left because it was 0. So select the instance, 1920 divided by 2. Ooh, that would equal 960. So if I set that to that, hmm, yeah, I don't think I have a way to detect the monitor with. Actually, what happens if I just do something okay, yeah, this is just, yeah, it does some weirdness here. Yeah, but I think that's actually fairly doable. It's fairly fixable. Base layer, buttons, buttons. Then enemies, enemies. Buildings, buildings. Enemy projectiles as well. Yeah, projectiles for sure. And then the units as well. And then finally the UI. Okay, this should shift everything down. Actually, yeah, full screen, nothing shifts. That's good. That is good. Okay, so now, 540 plus 1920 by 1080 equals 1620. We're going to select this instance right here, and 1620. This should make everything invisible. So close. Yeah, that was really close. Plus 64. 1684. Select instance, 1684. Yeah, what that will do is need to add another 64 to it. That is 1748. For some odd reason, it's not working for the buttons. Because I didn't put that there. Yeah, I need to center the Y position for that. And then this is also flawed. That is referencing the wrong number. Okay, that works. Now we got a clean slate. Then actually we're just going to delete this object because it doesn't really do it. Actually, as I thought, let's keep that object. Yeah, air marker. And then let's also do the tutorial once again. Yeah, buttons disabled, can't break the tutorial. And yep, this works. Yep, I have a bot attacking enemies. And yeah, we're also given an additional 100 credits. And yeah, we should be able to destroy every single bug here before they even make a full lap. Yeah, and the reason why we're able to do this is because our units can move, unlike static defensive structures. So yeah, just because we did not have static defensive structures, we can actually handle much more than traditional tower defenses. And oh, that's bugged. That is bugged. Tutorial. Yeah, which text box was it? Text. Was it 12? No. 13? No. 18? Nah. Press continue when you are ready. Make a single loop around the track. I think I didn't tween something correctly. Yeah, I think it's actually supposed to be 21 here, not 22. Okay, so we're gonna save this here. Okay, we're gonna try the tutorial again due to bug fixing. Oh wait, hang on a moment. I just realized, I'm actually in the wrong category. I just realized there's a category called software and game development. I should probably fix that. Now, let's see here. Okay, so what we're going to do, category, software and game development. Whoops. I I had it on just chatting, because that's my go-to default category. I couldn't find software and game development, so I'm just like, well, I'll just put it in just chatting. Surely that's like the general off topic. Nope. Software and game development exists as a category on Twitch. But anyway, yeah, we need to keep testing the tutorial here. Uh, yep. Okay, do that. And let's continue forth. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we really need to fix this. I think we should fix the building button. Okay, so let's see here. Menu. It's not down here. It is actually all the way up here in the UI. We should probably set a global variable for the state. Button states? No, wait. Delete. Button states, child variable. Yeah, actually, let's just delete this variable and delete this variable. Actually, we can actually delete this variable entirely too. Okay, so build menu is open. That works. This works. Enable disable the build button. I think this works perfectly fine. What we need to do is actually monitor the label separately. Yeah, trigger once. Actually, I think this is perfectly fine right here. Yeah, let's gut this code. Yeah, let's gut that. Okay, default is select composition. Good. Yeah, trigger once. That is conditions. Um, variables. Variable value. Okay, so yeah, is a hall selected? No, wait. Fudge, I outsmarted myself. We need to go back. Yep, we need to go back here. Global variables, button states. Yeah, this is not working. Uh, structure. Yeah, hall selected, boolean. Yeah, two booleans. There we go. Okay, put this here. Yeah, if the variable of is the factory building. Yeah, if this is true, then we're just going to disable the button. So that would be objects. The build confirm button should be around here somewhere. Yeah, confirm build button. Yeah, we're just going to see if where is it? Yeah, deactivate the behavior. Yeah, deactivate this. No, not the sticker behavior. The uh, yeah, hang on a moment. We're running into the same weirdness as we had before. Says UI confirm build button. Why is that not a button anymore? Yeah, we'll add it back in. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Button FSM has been deactivated. And then we're going to just tween the opacity as well, which is confirm build button, tween object opacity. Set that fade to 100 over 0.25 seconds. Actually, 0.15 seconds. Ease in out quadratic. There we go. Yeah, actually, we're just gonna bundle a bunch of things right into here. If this is true, or if this is false, variable value. Hull selected, check if this is false. Turret selected, check if that's false too. So if any of these things are happening, we're just gonna call it false. And then we're just gonna disable the button outright. Yeah, if the variable building is true, we're gonna add a label here. Objects, yeah, confirm build button. The label is going to be um, something, something like building unit. Label text. Mhm. Okay, if building is false, other conditions. Uh, or, no wait, and. No wait, hang on a moment. Select composition. And then what we're also going to do here, label the build button. Control C, Control V. Variables, no wait, and. Yeah, if all of these are true, no wait, other conditions. Um, the total build cost. Object variable value combined cost is less than the what variable is it for credits? I need to look this up here. Credits amount variable. So basically, what this means is we can't afford it. Yeah, is there something here that's changing the label? Okay, so I think this is what was causing some issues earlier. Yeah, we're going to just delete it. I said, yeah, we're just going to delete the event. Okay, so this is, yeah, it's definitely changing, but not the way I like it. Yeah, also we need to make this an and statement as well. Yeah, it's not equal to 0. Hull cost and turret cost as well. Yeah, let's put that there. Select composition. That doesn't work. I think I know exactly why this is happening. Yeah, what we need to do is we need to detect if a button is pressed. Yeah, yeah. If that is a thing, turret button is pressed. Variables. No, it's actually trigger one. Trigger once while true. Then variable. Turret selected is false. What we're going to do is we're going to change that to true. Turret selected. Yeah, set that to true. Hmm. Yep, hull button is pressed. Button states hull selected. Set to false. And then we'll set that to true. That doesn't work. Yeah, I think that there's just nothing else to update here. That was a bad click. That doesn't work. Yeah, it should be saying like insufficient, but it's currently not working. So let's see here. Yeah, then actually we should also get rid of this tag here. Yeah, yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, why is this not working? Global variables. Okay, so a hull is selected and a turret is selected, but for some odd reason it's not working here. Let's see here. Or maybe this is out of order. Maybe that would work. That still doesn't work. Yeah, what if I just get rid of this trigger once? What does that do? It still doesn't work. Huh. Hmm. Actually, I think we should just simplify this. Uh, yeah, let's just simplify this. This is just way too complicated and it's not quite working. Actually, we should change this to and. Yeah, if it is not building, a hull is selected. Oh wait, hang on a moment. Uh, I just realized I'm bad at math. Yeah, then I didn't change this here. 5, yes. Okay, this is actually much more simple. Oh, and never mind. But yeah, you can't build because not enough cash. But we can build a basic bot. Let's see if this works. Yeah, let's filter this. So close. Yeah, we were so close. But I think it might be onto something though. Nope. Yep, that's definitely not working. Yeah, Control F. Okay, so that's the UI creation. Am I just doing this backwards? Yeah, I'm doing this backwards. Okay, this is working now. Yep, this is working. Yep, this is confirmed to be working. Yeah, and actually, we're just gonna ignore the change text as well. Okay, so that does work. Yeah, the button has been reworked, so I like it now. And then we're going to do the tutorial again. Yeah, we're going to test the tutorial again. Yeah, we need to make sure that it is working correctly. There should be the soft lock prevention. Uh, yeah, soft lock prevention is definitely going to kick in because I have spent money on my first bot already. And there we go, I am not soft locked. I didn't reactivate the, hang on. I see the problem here. Yep, that is the wrong interaction. Disable. Yep, glad I caught that. Oh, right, that button doesn't work. Yeah, let's just continue testing. Yep, that is indeed the build menu. There we go. Put that there. All right, there we go. That is 10 credits in our pocket right there. And now we need another bot. Yeah, they were getting a bit too far away, so we're just gonna manage them and put them here. All right, so we need to put in a wait function for that. Wait 1.1 seconds, and then we're gonna fade the continue button. Actually, I'm gonna speed this up here. Global variables. I'm gonna give myself 200 credits instead. Wrong button again. The tutorial's lying. I can afford something better. Yeah, I don't need your money. But what I do need is sustained DPS, which we are definitely doing. Okay, so that's done. Huh. Then we're going to activate the button of camera teleport. Yep, 255. Yeah, let's try to make sure that this is working here. If I just set this unit here, that's not going to be enough range and shots fired. Yep, they're out of range. And because I moved them, they were put back into range. But an FSM of continue button, we're going to say no of continue button to 0 as fade out. And then we're going to put in the last text, which is, we're going to say it's the basic tutorial. Okay. So now that that's done, actually, I think I have an idea. Activity about small. New 64 by 64. And then we're going to actually change the sprite canvas size width of 128. You put that there. Octavian bot small. Turret. What I want to have is a basic turret. I realized that I probably should have put those on new layers. Then delete this, and then delete this frame. I said delete frame. Delete frame and delete frame. I am bad at typing. And actually, what color is the I need to check this out here. Engine, faction colors. Okay, so that color. Yeah, let's use this color. Yeah, and actually, it's in the art program. Yeah, goober. I need to open up a notepad here. So then 47, 200, 236. And then we're going to minimize the notepad again. Put this here. And then the turret, we'll just do the same process all over again. Alright, now we have a basic bot here. Then white. It is going to be pure white. Neon. Okay, five, six, six. Dang it. Yeah, 180. I don't think I'll put this here as well. Yeah, rotate this 90. Yep, it is a pretty neon landscape if I do say so myself. Probably not truly neon, but close enough. Yep, that is Neo, but we needed another N, and that is neon. Hmm, yeah, Defens. So close. Yeah, so close. So incredibly close. Canvas size. We're just going to extend this by an additional 16. Wrong direction. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, it's on the wrong layer. It's on the wrong layer. Yeah, then clean that up. Yeah, text. Actually, I kind of like this. And actually, I think I want to shift this over. Make it look at least a little bit better. Yeah, then E. Yeah, 16 over 16. Can't spell defense. You think that I would know how to spell defense? I do not know how to spell defense. Just FYI. So don't trust me on that. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Okay, that looks better. Then we're going to rotate this by 90 degrees. Crap. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, so that would pass for a basic logo, I think. Yeah, I think that would pass for a basic logo. However, um, never mind. We're going to save, and then we're going to export this at a 300% size increase. And then we're going to put it in the main menu. Sprite. Logo. Import the images of Neon Defense. I'm not satisfied. I want this larger. Okay, so that was 300%, so 4 times. No, wait, it's actually 1.5. Yeah, that's also not supposed to be in the text. Okay, resources. We're going to edit this and replace it with the big logo. That didn't work. Yeah, that just didn't work. Documents, sprites, games. Neon Defense. It should be under L. Yeah, L to take the L. Uh, Couldn't open it, probably because it was trying to select something. Okay, so games. Neon Defense. How large is this? Hang on a moment. I see what's wrong here. That is a wrong number. We're going to export as, yeah, not 15. We're going to export it as 16. Okay, so, okay, yeah, now that everything is aligned to the grid. Yeah, I like this. Resources, we're going to edit this. Now it should be, nope, it is not. That doesn't work. Delete the selection, add a sprite. We'll try this again. I think we went a little bit too ham on the logo. Okay, yeah, well, let's tone that down a bit. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna tone that down here. That's wrong. Resources. We're gonna delete this again. Yeah, then the main menu, logo. Delete the selection. Add an anim, no. Delete this. And then we're going to add a sprite called logo again. This time properly exported to the size, hopefully. Okay. Now, how does it look? You know the the glow actually looks fucking atrocious on the basic bot. So we're we're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, hide the bot and the turret. Yeah, logo1.png. Then hide the text. Export as logo2.png. Yeah, then we need to add another layer. Actually, we don't need to add another layer. No, wait, we do. Yeah, delete, then delete this, delete this. I think I might as well just keep that in the resources folder for fun. Yeah, text only, bot only. That is if I can actually spell. Yep, add that as an animation and add that as an animation. At the effects, we're going to copy all these effects and we're just going to paste them. Add effects, then delete. Right, paste this and delete that. No, it's under factions. Uh, yeah, faction color is player. We don't need this anymore. Yeah, let's fix that. Yeah, we don't need to replace this. I think we should also outer length 10. That looks absolutely atrocious. I like it. Yeah, where did we just turn up the distance? Okay, so yeah, it does work. Yeah. Yep, things are working. Or actually, let's just remove the glow. The glow is bad. Yeah, let's remove that and remove that. Then add a layer. Delete, delete. Okay, that actually looks better. Let's be real here. Okay, if I put that over there. That looks better. But I think that there's like a few more improvements that we can do here. We're going to select the instance on the scene. You know what I can do? I can start just preventing the selection of all this text. Because this text is doing nothing but getting in the way currently. Okay, so that works. Shifted over one by accident. Don't know how you survived. Is that too long? No, it's just fine. So yeah, I think this looks pretty good so far. Play database options tutorial. Then once the tutorial button is pressed, base layer no glow, base layer no glow. Now if I press this, what just happened? Okay, there we go. Yep, that works. Yeah, then once the tutorial starts, we're just gonna hide something as well. Don't think I can tween that out. But, but what I can't, yeah, I don't think I can tween out the whole layer. But what I can do is I can tween out the entire logo. Fade in to opacity 255. Put that there. Fudge. It's actually supposed to be over here. Here and over here. There we go. Yeah, none of the buttons work, thank goodness. And chair is squeaky. Alright, now I want to create a new bot. Yeah, we're going to open up Octavian bots, small, new empty frame. Yeah, maybe have a fast but weak bot. Or maybe a slow, well-armored bot. Yeah, I'd say maybe something slow and well-armored. Huh. Yeah, you know what, that looks bad. That's not what I wanted to do. Negative 27. Okay, yeah, this I can work with. Yeah, then -12. Then I accidentally put in dragged the wrong thing. Yeah, I think this could work for a tank, a tanky unit. Then we're gonna save that. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that one. Now for the improved version. Putting that there. Then -7. Then drag it all the way up here. Huh. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, export as selected frames. Yeah, Octavian bot small tank. Huh. Okay, yeah, it is PNG. Small tank. Delete the selection. Then we're going to add a sprite. Yeah, we're making it slow. Actually, do I even need movement storage? Yeah, I think I can just delete movement storage at this point. And also, turret size is also, that's unused. So I'm just gonna delete this, and then this. Then delete this and add a new sprite. Yeah, 140, and the build cost is, again, an additional second. Yeah, 270, I'd say. I didn't adjust the health value. Then actually I want to make this an unlockable unit. level beaten. Actually, max level beaten. Yeah, I need to change this. UI, hull button. Using the resources. Yeah, then we're going to add a sprite using the resources again. Okay, we need to do some math here. That's not the calculator. Okay, so 96 minus 32 equals plus 64. So 96 plus 64 equals 160. Then if we add an additional 64, 224. Okay, so we're going to reference the blank slate here. Oh, I see the problem here. Whoops, that's the wrong slate. Okay, that actually looks pretty decent so far. Huh. However, one thing I want to do is I just want to add a factory and the repair pad. where is it? Why is that not working? But it's working here. Yeah, why is that not working? Hmm. Yeah, just why? Why is that a thing? No, actually, if I screw this up, why does that work? Wait, did I mess this up? Yeah, color replace, buildings, and then units, it is color replace. We're just going to remove the spaces from both of these. That's still the wrong, one. There we go. Okay, now it works. Yep, now this works. Huh. Then blank slate, actually engine. Yeah, equal to or greater than 2. Okay, now what did I write down for the stats? Variables. I'm going to need to screenshot this. And then screenshot this. And then engine. Pull up the screenshots. Images. Screenshots. Okay, put that on my second monitor. Okay, so stored build cost is 225. Build time of 4. armor of 300, fire resistance of 50, shock resistance of 50, corrosive resistance of a really low 15. And then the health is something that I just can't screenshot. Okay, 100, 120. And the movement speed is slow. Hmm. Yeah, 140, and then build cost of 270. Build time of 5 seconds. Actually, I want to increase this to like 5.5 seconds. Shock resistance of 60. Yeah, corrosive resistance of 60 as well. No, wait, wrong. It's actually 20. Then let's double check our work here. Yeah, main menu is broken, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah, temporarily set it to less than. Then blank slate. Yeah, honestly, I just want to Control C and Control V the UI. That's wrong. Blank slate. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this unit is tanky. Yeah, very tanky. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do some math here. How tanky is this guy? Clear everything. Yeah, delete all this. Uh, no wait, 100 times 4 is 400 health. Yeah, they definitely have more than enough health to go around. Yeah, 150, 150, 115 health for corrosive damage. Yeah, that's a glaring weakness. But then we get to 120 health. 120 times 5 equals. Yeah, that is a 600 health. That's like a 50% increase in durability just from increasing the armor and explosive resistance by 100 and then the health by 20. Yeah, that is well over that is exactly 50% more durable. And it's funny. Yeah, but then 120 times 1.6 equals, yeah, 192 damage everywhere else. Yeah, 192 effective health everywhere else. Then 120 times 1.2 equals, yeah, not that much. So yeah, if you're facing off against corrosive resistance with your Octavian tanks, you're gonna have a really bad time. Yeah, because the corrosive resistance is nothing. Yeah, they're weak to being dissolved. They're made of armor. So yeah, that's gonna stink. But anyway, it's been 2 hours, and I think that this is a good time to end it off here. Uh, that's about it. Thanks for viewing.